a man arrived at the ashram of Gautami Buddha and took refuge. After spending 2 days, he only told Buddha, "O Buddha, I have some questions in my mind. I would like to know the answers to these questions from you." Buddha told him, "Tell me, what question do you have?" The man said, "I am not happy at all in my life. I am always very sad. There is no happiness in life. I want to know why this is happening to me." Gautami Buddha said, "First, tell me the cause of your pain. What are the exact causes of your pain and anxiety?" The man thought of Buddha's words for a moment and said, "What kind of question is that? I ask you, and without answering, you ask me again." Buddha smiled and said, "Is your pain? You must know what are the causes of your pain." The man said, "Buddha, you are a prophet. You can read the mind. You must know everything." Buddha smiled softly and said, "It's your mistake. Do you think someone else will free you from the pain? But that never happens. Only you can solve your problem. I'm like you. The only difference is that I don't have any confusion. The day your inner confusion ends, you won't need to go to a Buddha to solve your problem. Have you ever looked at the flowers carefully?" The man was surprised and said, "Who has not seen flowers?" Buddha said that the flower bloomed like a bird in the morning, bloomed during the day, and ended at night. If the flower had known it would end in the afternoon, the flower would not have bloomed. Just as if you always think about pain, you will never be happy. Still, there are many things in your life that can make you happy. Forever you can smile and enjoy life to the fullest. You will only find happiness in life if you follow this path. I can show you the way. I can tell you the way, but you have to walk alone. Only then will you be happy in life." Hearing this, the man remained silent for a moment. After thinking for a moment, said, "But Buddha, I don't understand one thing. It is possible to solve all the problems in my life at the same time." Buddha slowly began to say, "If someone comes to you and says that you will die in the next 10 minutes, you won't remember a problem like that. Because then you will only think about the absolute truth of life. What is death? You will feel like what sense it makes to think about problems. I will leave after 10 minutes. We never thought this life is fleeting. Our desires become so strong that we accept our life as immortal. Happiness and sadness in life are not permanent. The cause of this happiness and sadness is our karma and our thoughts." The man was listening attentively to Buddha, said, "Then I must keep thinking that I am going to die. This will solve the problems." Buddha said, "Never think like this. Just think that your existence in this world is uncertain, and while you are there, lives. Think carefully. You still have many things that make you happy. Live with them. Fix your mind and make sure there is no confusion in your mind. All the sorrows and pains of life are caused by desire. Controls the mind. If you can make the mind that simple, like that of a child, you will achieve eternal happiness." The wild man, how I can control the mind? Gautami Buddha said, "You must know the difference between happiness and sadness. You have to understand what happiness is to you and what is pain. The mind must be controlled so that it is not even happy, not even in extreme happiness or sadness, not even in extreme darkness. You have to stand firm in the middle position. If you analyze in real life what are your pains, or what are the causes of these pains, ultimately, the conclusion is that the cause of all pain is yourself, and the mind controls you. Then if you can control the mind, the pain will end. Then Buddha told the man, if you can do one more little thing, you will find that the pain in your life is gone forever. The man said with great enthusiasm, tell me, Buddha, what should I do? Buddha said, you will not talk to anyone for the next 2 days. You will write on a sheet of paper in the lonely place of Lasharan, thinking about your sorrows and the reasons for them, and writes on another paper what happiness you still have left and what are the reasons. Don't rush, you will have a lot of time. Go and think perfectly. The man bowed to the Buddha and walked into the secluded corner of Lasharan. 2 days later he returned to Buddha with many papers. Buddha said, first let me hear the index of your pain. The man began to read. First, all the siblings in my family are rich, but I am poor and in debt. Because I am afraid to act, I rest more than acting and always compare myself to others. Second, my neighbors saved a lot of money, but I couldn't. The reasons are, first, I work less and earn less money, but I spent a lot of money on bad company, so I didn't save a penny. Third, my wife has been sick for a long time. I am responsible for this because of my negligence. I did not take her to any doctor, and I simply gave up the opportunity. And the truth is that there is a secret desire in my mind. If this woman suffers from a disease, I will remarry a beautiful woman. Fourth, I imagine illusory happiness all day long, and I worry and cry because they are not dead, for lack of money. And I drink alcohol every day to forget my grief. And again, I am solely responsible for this. I know I can't afford it, but I want to have it all. Even if I don't have them, I can have a wonderful day and find excuses for alcohol and drunkenness. O Buddha, these are my 4 pains, and at the root of all pains are my actions and thoughts. This time Gautami Buddha smiled and said, well, now tell me the list of your happiness. The man responded with great enthusiasm that I am happy and that I have so much joy inside. I just realized for the first time in my life in the last 2 days that my list of causes of happiness is so long that it will take me a few hours to finish reading. Buddha smiled and said, not only for you, but for all of us. The cases are the same. We just waste precious time in life thinking about the causes of pain. In fact, our life is a deposit of happiness, peace and joy. Well, you haven't read the full list, read some of them. The man began to read with great joy. The first joy is that I now live in this world. I am healthy and strong. I have parents, a wife, and children. Like these lucky people in the world, I have the greatest wealth like my parents. the love of my beautiful wife, the tenderness of my son, and my happiness of being a father, I can work. I am fit and healthy. I can improve my income by doing any job. I can satisfy the needs of all family members. I am happy because I can build a happy family as much as possible, without comparing myself to any of my neighbors and siblings. With the humanity that was born in me by your grace, I can get out of my bad habits and live in eternal peace. And the greatest joy and good fortune is that I have found a home at Mr. God's feet, me Buddha. By your grace, while temporarily on this earth, I will know the truth of life. I will know myself with a firm mind, and I will keep myself and others in eternal bliss. Buddha said, go back to your family this time. You will be reborn today. Live a life of eternal peace with a firm mind. If there is any slight confusion in your mind about life, tell yourself that life is too short, and that I am not here to be a slave to pain. Analyze and discover the cause of the pain, and destroy it immediately. Only then will you find eternal happiness, eternal joy.